This is very strange. Most women can sense fake energy faster than words. Before you even finish a sentence, she has already noticed your tone, your hesitation, your confidence, even your emotional state. And here's the strange part. Science actually supports this. Women are often psychologically wired to notice emotional details most people completely miss. But this video is not about stereotypes. It's about the hidden psychological patterns behind female behavior. The things people experience every day, but rarely understand. Some of these facts are fascinating. Some are uncomfortable. And one of them might completely change the way you see human relationships. Let's get into it. Women notice emotional energy faster than men. 1. Psychological fact that surprises many people is this. Women are generally better at reading emotional signals. Not because they're magical, but because the female brain tends to process social and emotional cues more deeply. A study published by the Harvard Medical School found that women often show stronger activity in areas of the brain connected to empathy and emotional recognition. That's why sometimes a woman can instantly feel when something is off. Even when nobody says anything directly. She notices the pause before a reply, the change in eye contact, the fake smile, the shift in energy. And honestly, that's why fake confidence usually fails around emotionally intelligent women. You can memorize lines, you can act mysterious, but emotional inconsistency exposes people very quickly. German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings." And in many situations, women notice those shadows before men even realize they're visible. Women remember emotional moments more deeply, something most people underestimate. Women often remember how you made them feel more than the exact words you said. That awkward silence, that moment of disrespect, that unexpected kindness, that small act of emotional support. Those moments stay longer than people think. Psychologists believe emotional memory tends to be stronger when emotions are deeply connected to relationships and trust. That's why one careless sentence can damage a connection, while one sincere moment can build trust for years. And this is important. People think attraction is mostly about looks, but long-term emotional impact is usually built through emotional safety, consistency, and attention. That's why calm people often leave stronger impressions than loud people. Women test emotional stability without realizing. This part confuses many men. Sometimes women don't test confidence intentionally. They test emotional stability naturally. How do you react under pressure? Do you become defensive instantly? Do you lose control emotionally? Do small disagreements destroy your composure? Because psychologically, emotional control often signals security. A calm reaction during tension can feel more attractive than trying too hard to impress someone. That's why desperate energy feels uncomfortable. And ironically, the people who chase validation the hardest usually lose respect the fastest. Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That idea matters deeply in human psychology. Emotional self-control creates presence, and presence creates influence. Women often communicate indirectly emotionally. Another psychological reality. Women sometimes communicate emotions indirectly instead of directly. Not because they're trying to manipulate, but because emotional communication is often layered. For example, a woman may say, "It's fine," while emotionally meaning, "I'm disappointed. I feel ignored. I wanted effort." Human communication is rarely just words. Tone, timing, energy, facial expression, silence. All of it matters. And people who only listen to words usually misunderstand emotions completely. Psychologist Carl Jung believed humans hide parts of themselves behind social masks. And honestly, relationships reveal those hidden emotions faster than almost anything else. The biggest psychological truth. Here's the truth nobody talks about enough. Women don't just react to words. They react to emotional reality. You can say, "I care about you." But if your behavior feels cold, the brain notices the contradiction. Humans trust patterns more than promises. And this applies to everyone, not just women. Real connection happens when words, actions, energy, and intentions all match. That's rare today. Which is why genuine people feel unforgettable. The human mind is complicated. But understanding psychology helps us understand people more deeply. And maybe even understand ourselves. Because sometimes the biggest mistake people make is assuming emotions are weakness, when in reality, emotions often reveal the truth people try hardest to hide. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology and human behavior content. And tell me in the comments, what psychological fact about human behavior shocks you the most?